All right, so I started noticing that a lot of teachers are trying to learn how to utilize Zoom in their classrooms and how to utilize Zoom as a platform. So I decided let's create a video on how to do that. So let's go ahead and share the screen, and I'll show you what that all looks like as well when we go into it. So I've shared my screen. You're going to see this. We're going to go back to the beginning. I'll move my stuff down here. And what you can do is also, just to bring your attention, so when you see this at the bottom, this is when you would have shared your screen. At the bottom, if you always highlight towards the bottom, you'll get this post coming up and you'll hit share. This will be your share screen. Right now I'd hit stop share. And then if it stops share, then you'll just see you again. You could also go into full screen. Once you have participants, you can go into grid view here versus just viewing the speaker. You can also mute people, everything else, but I'll take you through all that. All right, so if I scroll to the bottom, I'll hit share screen. A button's gonna come up saying screen or whiteboard or something else. You can just hit screen. And when you hit screen, then you'll see this. All right, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna go into your account. Once you've created your account, and we have our SuperCamp personal ID. Let me just go through this. Boom, okay. So schedule meetings, and you'll hit schedule a meeting. Boom, easy enough. And then you title it whatever you want to. For me, I'm gonna title this, and move me out of the way so you can see better. We can title it Geometry First Hour. And you can make it a reoccurring meeting, so that way you can keep the same schedule going consistently, and it can tie into your Outlook or whatever system that you're using. You can create a quick description in here. There's nothing really here. Maybe I want to talk about right triangles unit. And then from here, I set up the time. Let's say it's going to be 1 o'clock this day. And if I want to do reoccurring, I'm going to go ahead and click reoccurring. You'll say daily. You can go here, and you can even just go weekly. You can go monthly. You can go next, no fixed time. And it could be repeat every 2 days, every 3 days. So if you're on block scheduling, if that's something that your schools are still doing, you could do repeat every other day, whatever you want to do there. This isn't going to be a real meeting. I'm not going to really set it up. But you can hit recurring meeting. You can have your end date. You can either just change the date in the calendar here by just navigating to what that is, or you can change it over occurrences that you have. Maybe you want to do 20, whatever it is for you. Now, this one's up to you. Registration required. For me, I always take that off. And then also required meeting password, I take that off as well. The reason why is you're sending a link to them anyways. The only people that are going to have access to this meeting are the people you send the link to. If you wanted a meeting password, you can change your password to whatever you want. It could be your name. So for me, it'd be Mr. Smith T-Dub, because I used to teach at Thornwood High School. So Mr. Smith T-Dub 20. Oh, that's as far you go. So Mr. Smith T-Dub, and that way they know what it is. And that could be your password for all of them as well if you want to. But I don't want a password on here. You do want to turn video on for host and video on for participant. That way you can see everybody in the grid view. You keep this where it's at with both. If you need different dial-in numbers, you can, but I never mess with it. This is what I would suggest to do right away, especially if it's your first time using Zoom. Hit mute participants upon entry. That way you're not getting background noise coming from everybody. So hit mute participants on entry. If you're working with other teachers, go ahead and just unmute that right away. Just select it and you're good. You can enable a waiting room and enable join before host. You can do all that. I would also click record automatically and then in the cloud. That way everything's stored in a cloud versus on your computer and bogging down the hardware. You could add alternative hosts to this. That's basically it. It's set up. It's ready for you to go. You hit save. And once it saves the meeting, it goes into this. So what you can do from here is you can either add it to your Google Calendar, you can put your Outlook, your Yahoo Calendar, whatever it is. And then you just click over here, copy invitation, this area right here. Click copy invitation. And you'll see everything's here. All you have to do is click copy meeting invitation. And then go to your email and then push it out via email. All you have to do is hit Control V or right click paste and you have it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy that you can utilize. I had another video on how you can utilize this for academic content as well. I put it in how to create a Google or how to optimize your Google Drive to create a classroom. You could even go through your notes by sharing your screen. That's the beauty of it. Share your screen so that people can see it. If you want to go to your recordings later on, to send them out to other students, you just go to recordings. And you'll have all your local recordings. So everything that we've already done, we have it in here. And I can then share, let me just move this up a little bit. I can share this directly with students. I can create a link. Here's your link. It's already done. You could even put only authenticated users can view it. But again, anybody in your classroom, you'd want them to use it. So then you just copy the clipboard. It copies it for you. You put it in your email, send it out to your students. Now they have access to it. So if you have a student that's missing class or wasn't there for that meeting, you just hit share. They have the meeting. They can review it. Probably put like another packet with it so people can access like, what did you get from this learning? The second thing, and I posted this on my Facebook earlier, but the second thing is also, 3 reasons. 1, if a student misses class, you can have it recorded and you can send it to them. 2, if a student with IEP needs extra additional support, or if a student just needs extra additional support, they have access to the recording and they can see it. 3, now you can coach yourself and train yourself on how you're presenting these meetings. So there's 3 different avenues to recording it and then sharing it. And if you think everything else, again, meetings is where you want to go, and then recordings. And you can check all that there. If you want to schedule a new meeting, you hit schedule a new meeting. So that's about it. Always, when you finish the meeting, you can go to, you'll hit stop share. And then there's going to be a thing at the bottom right-hand corner called end meeting. You're going to click end meeting. And then you're going to say end for all. Click end for all. Your recording is automatically going to go into the Zoom or into your local cloud. And then you share it out that way. We're here for you. If you need anything else, let us know. Supercamp.com is where we are. And also check us out on our Facebook page. We have daily live videos going up. And then check out our YouTube. For our YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe so you can see these. And Facebook Live, make sure you hit the bell and hit all so that way you're notified anytime we have more things coming out to you. If you have anything else, we're here for you. Let us know. Have a great one. Bye.